Roars of greetings, dear ones. It was a great honor to open the 7 days of rest. I speak to you now on the 7th day of January, in this epic year of 2021. What an honor it was to open in that ceremony with you, and what a joy it is now in the closing with this monumental, united effort, unified effort. Indeed, in White Lion terminology, we would call it a great alliance that is swelling like a tidal wave around the planet. Your prayers, your ceremonies, your honorings, your intention settings, and your deep rest has been heard by nature. I speak to you from the heart of White Lion ancestral territories, an ancient sacred natural site, and the most important lion range on the planet. So, your prayers have been heard in the heart of the White Lion Heartlands. All night last night, the rains came and flowed copiously, lovingly through the lands. All the biodiversity of these lands, governed over by the luminous white lions, is celebrating today. And truly, in my teachings, in my experience, in the privilege of living in an ecosystem together with these great sentient ones, these living hearts that are the great white lions returned to earth to assist those of us with true heart to step up into our role in assisting Mother Earth to regenerate herself as we regenerate ourselves in right relationship with her. So in that great privilege of living with them, I have come to see that prayers, that honorings, that deep intention settings are heard, not only heard, but responded to by Mother Nature. So your prayers, your honorings, all that you set in motion through the true heart of celebrating this great year for water has been heard and responded to in the White Lion Heartlands. So I speak to you with a great sense of joy, rejuvenation, and jubilation. In my time with you today, we're going to drop into a global prayer for water, for our great Mother Earth. And then I'd like to remind you of the role that the White Lions have in protecting water on this planet, their role in guarding the Nile Meridian, the Golden Nile Meridian, the longest river on Earth, and the sacred role that that river has with a subterranean stream of gold and a celestial meridian of stars, the Milky Way. These luminaries are exactly on the planet in a specific site. They are site-specific, an ancient sacred site, as I've said, which, with the heart of the lion, pulses through to all the sacred sites on the planet. Those vital organs that are effectively the vitality nodes, the biodiversity nodes, the source codes of our Mother Earth, and indeed the key to her restoration. And once I've reminded you in a very short video that shows how the White Lions restore their heartland. We'll close with a move into action. When I teach lionhearted leadership training, it's a constant embodiment of the lion heart and moving into the enactment and back into embodiment. So this process of opening this formidable year with deep rest is the perfect training ground, the perfect receptacle, the perfect urn to earn your way into aligned action. Again, in lionhearted leadership training, we speak about alignment. as you come into alignment with right relationship, with the true source and the true contracts that we once made with our planet to govern as stewards in service of its continuity, its flourishing, its health, and the rejuvenation of all its species. Central to that is water. And knowing now, those of you who began with my prayer, if you have, as I imagine you still do, the water that you activated and restructured during that opening prayer, I would invite you to bring it into ceremonial space. I would invite you to take a deep, loving sip of this sacred gift, the sacred flow from source, believed by the wisdom keepers with whom I work to have streamed from the blue star Sirius, and therefore under the governance of the great white lions who are on that location on the globe, guarding the waterways, the central meridian, the golden meridian that links all the way up through the sacred sites of Africa, through the East African Rift Valley, that birth canal of speciation on our planet, to the great sites of Giza, where the pyramids guard this golden meridian. So you may know this was my work in 10 years of primary work with the White Lions, finally delivered to the world in 2001 in my book Mystery of the White Lions. And the link with water and lions, these magnificent guardians of the planet, is a direct service that they give to life, the continuance of life on this planet. So join me now, beloved ones, in dropping down into your hearts. Feel that double heartbeat, the first beat from heaven, the response from earth, the echo from the ecosystem, echoing back the original beat from the heavens on earth. This is a heavenly realm. We live in paradise. Let us truly reclaim our planet. That is the call from the White Lions, who are here to ensure that. So let us listen to our hearts. And when we use our hearts as our golden compass, we reactivate lion-heartedness, that quality of fearlessness inspired by love and respect for our natural world that enables us to transform our human world. It makes us unstoppable. So listen to the golden compass that is your heart. And with a deep breath, breathe with your heart. And feel that double heartbeat beating the pulse of the gold around your system, just as the waters flow in the ecosystems. As you breathe with your heart, breathe in the gold of life, the gold of the sun, the gold of light, and release anything that may still be holding you back from holding the gold. Breathe in the gold and breathe out anything that is resisting the gold. Breathe in the light and breathe out anything that is resisting the light. Breathe in the life and resist anything, and breathe out anything that is resisting life. Dislodge any fear, any resistance, any darkness, any despair, any disenchantment, any disillusionment, any doubt, any heaviness from your system, and breathe in the light. And allow your heart to recycle in this way, releasing the darkness out, but now, as you release it, sparkle it back into light before it joins the ecosystem. Breathe in light and breathe out heaviness, sparkling it back into light. Breathe in the gold of life and breathe out any heaviness within your body, sparkling it back into light before it joins the body of the ecosystem, the body of Mother Gaia. Our hearts are great transformers. They are able to transform all darkness, all heaviness back into light. And all these prayers, all these ceremonies that we've been doing over the past 7 days of preparation, these past 7 days of holding, of earning, of holding the gold in the urn that is the heart. As you prepare to take action, beloved ones, continue this recycling until your heart is full to fulfillment of the gold. Full to fulfillment, an urn overflowing and into the veins and arteries of your body, the pulse from your heart flowing with gold, such that your entire body is pulsing with the gold of life, the gold of light. Track as you breathe now into your system with a deep breath and hold the gold, hold the gold, hold the gold. That is so beautiful. If you can hear in the background, that is man's best friend, a beloved hound in the heartland, drinking water from a bowl that has a rose quartz in the center. Bringing this meditation into its second phase, as we unite our hearts around the planet, these hearts of gold, the lion heart, the brave heart, the true heart, the one heart, the noble heart of all creation. With that pulse, the double heartbeat, allow the ripples on a golden pond, each of us a drop in the ocean of consciousness that is uniting as this alliance. This alliance, a global movement, upholding the water law, the world water law that is led by the true heart that will build momentum through all corridors of power. See as your double heartbeat beats the gold through the veins of your body now, with each heartbeat from the heartland, like ripples on a golden pond, this prayer for the world water law, rippling through all the corridors of so-called power, those structures that will be dissolved in the wave, the tidal wave, the tsunami of the consciousness shift of pure love, love and reverence, pure human kindness, pure honoring of the true consciousness that is service of our planet. And as this wave, this consciousness, this paradigm shift that is mounting now through all this united work that you have been part of, with deepest thanks for the 7 days of rest as we have united our efforts around the planet through all continents, through all countries. This pulse, like ripples on a golden pond, echoing out, echoing out, echoing out across the land masses, across the ocean masses, from the heart of the heartland as the white lions serve the waters, serve the Nilotic meridian, the golden meridian, all the way around the globe, serve the oceans, and there the great whales and the dolphins who unite with the white lions to serve the waterways, the healing of all waters around the planet. And as our hearts are beating with one heart now, as this flow, the tsunami of unified consciousness swells lovingly in service around all waters around the planet, with the lion heart now, let us unite in alignment with the true mind. So we have the mindfulness and the heartfulness in lion-heartedness now. As you know, true restructured waters or source waters hold the mandalas of pure perfection, like the Sirius star from their origins, these perfect rosettes, like snowflakes, restructured at a molecular level, as Emoto reminds us within water. Choose your sacred mandala, your sacred quintessence of water, and place this now on your forehead as you see with the sacred site, in alignment with your heart's compass. And now each of us around the globe pulsing with our golden hearts as our true minds hold the sacred site to see Mother Earth as a sacred site, with the sacred geometry restored within our vision. Hold this, beloved ones, pulse with the third eye as we connect, and the heart pulse, the true solar power around the planet, the heart of the great white lion. And in this unified field, let us open with unconditional love today. It's critically important in these ceremonies that deeply restore heart and soul, heart and vision, that we know how to move into action. Having been an activist for 3 decades, I've understood the process of moving from old style, boots on the ground, activism for change, very important that might be, into sacred activism, linking ceremony to active, strategic, considered steps that can make change on this planet. So I'd like to move on to share with you the brief explanation of how the White Lions heal and restore the biodiversity codes of their heartlands, and in doing so, restore the planetary codes. What happens here matters everywhere. Let me share that with you, and then we'll move on to the explanation of the active steps we are taking as an activist organization, a leadership organization, and furthermore, a lion-hearted leadership organization in protecting the rivers that feed the entire ecosystem in this part of the world. Our prayers together, united, will assist whatever actions you intend to take. Your prayers will assist what I am taking by way of strategic action, uniting with global environmental lawyers and other stakeholders to prevent the desecration of the ecosystem. So watch this video and take heart, beloved ones. Take lion heart. Like the vital organs of the body, powerful biodiversity hotspots on Earth hold the source codes for the revitalization of our entire planet and the flourishing of life itself. Life began in Africa, and speciation is associated with the East African Rift Valley at the epicenter of Earth's land masses, also referred to by evolutionary scientists as the birth canal of the human species. The White Lions were born on the Nilotic meridian along the East African Rift tectonic plate and, significantly, in alignment with the most important architectural sacred sites on the African continent, Giza, Great Zimbabwe, Barberton. This means that humankind's greatest lion monument, the Great Sphinx and Pyramids of Giza in the north, align exactly with the birthplace of the White Lions in the south. The White Lions originate in this one location only on Earth, Timbavati, meaning place where the star lions came down in the old Shangaan language, and their heartland, Tsao, meaning star lion. But while the African wisdom keepers have long revered the White Lions as holy animals and bringers of peace and prosperity, their critically important role in the ecosystem is less well understood. Their cultural role in restoring hope to humankind is equaled by their ecological role in restoring health to their ecosystem. Today we are faced with a pervading sense of the devastation and desecration of Mother Earth, as immortalized in Disney's Lion King story. When the true king is removed from his kingdom, a wasteland ensues. But there is a way to come back into right relationship with our planet. When the apex animal is restored in its natural kingdom, the flourishing of all species in the ecosystem is assured. The White Lions may be living legends, mythic in their majesty and iconic in their radiant solar power, yet their ability to restore health and healing to their natural ecosystem is fundamental ecology at its best. Importantly, their place of origin is in the epicenter of South Africa's Kruger to Canyons biosphere, a UNESCO-declared biosphere region and one of the last viable lion ranges on the planet. The White Lion's birthplace was declared an ancient sacred site by African kings hundreds of years before the Kruger National Park was proclaimed in 1926, and the more recent United Nations accreditation at the turn of this millennium. But tragically, the White Lions have been forcibly removed from their endemic wilderness territories for a documented period of over 6 decades into zoos and circuses around the globe, and into death camps in South Africa's notorious cuddle-to-kill industry. To ensure the critical survival of the White Lions while protecting the watershed in their area of origin, the Global White Lion Protection Trust has been purchasing large tracts of land since 2004, the heart of the White Lions' ancestral territories. Significantly, the White Lion Heartlands spans the arterial river which serves the greater region, the only perennial waters in an area of some 100,000 hectares. Once a severely denuded habitat of radical biodiversity loss, the White Lion Heartlands has enjoyed dramatic regeneration under the pawprint of the apex predator. This recent Google Earth map records the contrast between Tsao, the White Lion Heartlands today, and the desertification of neighbouring lands directly bordering, where legalised commercial trophy hunting of lions has been taking place for decades. Just as wolves restored waterways in Yellowstone Park, so ecologists now recognise the apex predator's role in restoring balance throughout the trophic levels of the food chain in an ecosystem. As inspirational symbols of true service-based leadership, the White Lions in our protected area restore health to their ecosystem and hope to human systems. Behind me is land that was once seriously degraded in the heart of the White Lion Heartlands. The Global White Lion Protection Trust has been purchasing large tracts of land in the White Lion's endemic homelands and returning the lions to the wild in a scientific reintroduction program. Because we know when the White Lions flourish, all life flourishes. Today, all conservation issues are global issues. If Brazil loses its rainforests, Earth has lost her lungs. If South Africa loses its white lions, Earth has lost her heart. We can all feel it, the pulsing heart of the animal kingdom on Earth, the White Lion's sacred natural site, revitalizing all the vital organs of our living planet. You've seen how the White Lions regenerate their ecosystem, turning a wasteland into a paradise. This should give us heart. We should gain heart, ignite our lion hearts, and recognize that the regeneration of our planet is possible if we align our true natures with Mother Nature. Lions, land, and people all are connected through the great cycle of life with water. A simple schematic illustrates how critically important it is for humanity to move from an egocentric approach against our planet to one that is ecocentric, which puts Earth first. Our survival and flourishing entirely depends on this. This is the approach our project has held and honoured over 3 decades, which has brought about the most beautiful and spectacular results. The White Lion Heartlands is situated in one of the most sensitive biodiversity hotspots on the planet. To ensure the survival and flourishing of the sacred white lions, we have raised millions to secure their ancestral heartlands as a no-go zone, entirely free and unbound with the commercial value chain. In the heartlands of the White Lions, they are supreme, they hold sovereignty, and their critical cultural and ecological role in restoring the ecosystem is pure gold. In the buffer region on the outskirts of the ecosystem, we are establishing a sensitive interface between humans and nature. It is here that we are developing a cultural heritage center, interpretive center, educational center, visitor center, and rescue center for wildlife from abusive captive environments who become ambassadors for their species. Here are the two rivers that feed the entire ecosystem: the Tsao River and the Timbavati River. Both feed the Kruger National Park, one of the most important surviving wildlife areas in the world. But here's the problem: a high impact, poisonous chemical orange farming development, which is now threatening the arterial river which serves the whole ecosystem. This government-sanctioned industrialized farming development directly neighbours the White Lion Heartlands. So, in 2021, the Global White Lion Protection Trust is committed to continue gathering multi-level stakeholders, together with enviro-lawyers, not only to oppose this environmental disaster from taking place, but to chart the solution. Here is the second impending environmental disaster, which, as it turns out, will help us solve the first. A high-density rural development without any spatial planning or environmental impact assessments. Each square a plot that has been cleared of vegetation in an historical poverty node where only 3% of the international tourism income has been reaching local communities. And it's here that the seepage lines of the headwaters of the Timbavati River are at critical risk of contamination. But here is also the solution. While mounting the campaign to save the river that runs through the White Lion Heartlands in the north, my organization is simultaneously directing international support into an alternative, regenerative, agroecological farming model that will save the source waters of the Timbavati River while creating many tens of thousands of jobs in a low-income area. Small-scale farming protocols are much more effective, providing greater yield per hectare and labor-intensive, therefore providing massive job creation opportunities. These simultaneous campaigns are supporting each other while charting the way to save two critical waterways that feed the entire system. This biodynamic stewardship program is currently being set up to be partnered by highly effective global precedents in Israel and India. By ensuring the survival of the white lions alongside their endemic ecosystem, we are thereby ensuring the future of associated human systems. Treating Earth as a living organism, working with Earth in a symbiotic relationship to protect the headwaters, our organization is at the front line of critical new paradigm conservation strategy today, recognizing that this new way is an honoring of an ancient way. We are driven by a fearlessness inspired by love and respect for our natural world that enables us to transform our human world. It makes us unstoppable. Okay, dear ones, that was a very brief trawling through the year that lies ahead as we roll up our sleeves as an organization to tackle the issues that face us on the environmental frontline. But we're very upbeat because we have the force of the lions with us. And of course, that is the definition of lion-heartedness. That quality of fearlessness inspired by love and respect for our natural world that enables us to transform our human world. It makes us unstoppable. Of course, we would be very grateful if you have the means or you would like to make a donation to the Global White Lion Protection Trust. All donations are sincerely welcome, and we will not stop until we have achieved what we possibly can achieve as an organization of Lionheart. If, on the other hand, you are keen to be doing something else in support of our earth, in support of water, you've got a clear plan ahead of you, I would suggest that you take up my online Lionhearted leadership training, because this provides the tools for any aspirant or even experienced sacred activist ready to engage the issues in our day, wanting to refine your path ahead, yearning for the courage and the support and the alignment that will empower your way ahead. It's a very, very inspirational online program. It dives deep, it is deeply supportive, and you'll have the lions with you in whatever endeavors you are ready to engage in. 2020 was a year of initiation. 2021 is a year of activation, as we know now what we are here to protect. I send you so much love. Your gold hearts are united in one heart, and that activated sacred site will be seeing this beloved planet as one sacred site to be honored, revered, and cherished. Blessings to all of you from me, Linda, and the Lions.